Avianca 052 by Erica Richardson. Case study video. Avianca Flight 052. Date of flight January 25th, 1990. Avianca Flight 052 is flying from Rio Negro, Colombia to New York City. The flight had originated in Bogotá, Colombia. In command, we have the Captain Laureano Caviedes of age 51, born on November 28, 1938 in Colombia, and the co-pilot Mauricio Claus of age 28, born on January 2, 1962 in Colombia. Second officer Matias Moyano of age 49, born also in Colombia. Captain, co-pilot, engineer. There are 149 passengers and 9 crew members on board, for a total of 158 people on board of the 22-year-old Boeing 707-321B. Weather reports say that severe conditions are delaying the landings of various arrivals at International JFK Airport. At 7:04 p.m., Flight 052 is instructed to enter a holding pattern over Norfolk. The pilots are flying since the autopilot is inoperative. At this point in the flight, Avianca 052 has nearly consumed all of its fuel planned for the journey. The pilots think about diverting to Boston and ask for weather reports there, however, do not get an immediate response, and before they could make the decision, they are given new instructions by air traffic control. Avianca Flight 052 exits the holding pattern at 7:23 p.m. 20 minutes later, Avianca Flight is instructed to enter again another holding pattern, now at 7:43. The plane is now near Atlantic City, New Jersey. At 8:12 p.m., Avianca exits the holding pattern once again, and the controller gives instructions to approach runway 22L. As Avianca is approaching Kennedy, the near zero visibility is causing flights ahead to conduct missed approaches. At 8:18, Avianca is instructed to enter again a holding pattern for the third time. The plane is now 39 nautical miles south of JFK. At 8:47, Avianca exits the holding pattern and is given instructions. Minutes have passed, and at 9:15, Avianca is instructed to change its heading and maintain an airspeed of 160. Due to the fuel problem, the flights don't want to lower the landing gear too early because they are number 3 for landing. Lowering the nose gear would increase drag. Flight 052 executed a missed approach on runway 22L. The captain said he never saw the runway. After various holding patterns and changes in the route, Avianca Flight 052 crashes on January 25, 1990 at 9:34 p.m. onto a hillside in the small village of Cove Neck, New York, on the North Shore of Long Island. Three pilots, 5 flight attendants, and 65 passengers were killed. The lead flight attendant and 84 passengers survived. Investigators conclude that the aircraft was never properly given a priority landing because the pilots failed to declare an emergency. The captain, however, did tell the first officer to declare an emergency, but the first officer multiple times used the word priority instead. Accident timeline. Avianca crashed because the airplane had run out of fuel and lost engine power. It was found that no other malfunction occurred to the airplane other than the fuel malfunction. The flight plan was not accurate, and the new flight crew did not request nor was provided weather reports within the flight. Aviation professional. Here I was able to interview a professional and ask his opinion about Avianca Flight 052. These are his declares. Avianca Flight 052 was put on hold because of poor weather ratings in JFK. Co-pilot failed to mention the remaining fuel nor to declare themselves an emergency. Avianca Flight 052 was put on hold for too long. These were the causes of the aircraft accident. The NTSB was recommended to develop, in cooperation with International Aviation Organization, a standard glossary of definitions, terms, and words to be used clearly, conduct a comprehensive study of central flow and facility to determine the appropriate training, and much more. My recommendation was to require more training within the airline crews, adequate language between ATC and the flight crew, more safety within the cockpit for the pilots and crew members. And this was my case study for Avianca Flight 052.